This is a case of where there is smoke, there is very likely going to be fire. The Houston Health Department said that it has found traces of the Omicron variant in wastewater samples at 8 of the city's 39 treatment plants. These are samples that were taken last week, November 29th and 30th, which means that the strain has been in circulation for a while now, although there have not been any confirmed cases in Houston itself. But there has been a case detected outside of Houston in the northwest part of Harris County, where health officials say that a woman in her 40s who is fully vaccinated and has not traveled recently has tested positive for the Omicron variant. She has very mild symptoms, does not need hospitalization, and it's unclear right now how exactly she became infected. But the fact that she has not traveled recently would suggest that she did in fact catch it within the community. Health officials urging the public not to panic, but instead to go out and get their vaccination or get boosted if they are eligible. Meanwhile, up in New York City, there is now a first in the country mandate when it comes to vaccines for private sector companies, regardless of how big or how small they are. This is a mandate that would come into effect on December 27th, that every employee is going to have at least one dose of a vaccine if they want to work inside the city. This is going to impact roughly 184,000 New York City businesses. There is also a second component to this, requiring that children aged 5 to 11 show proof of at least one dose of a vaccine before they get entry into places like restaurants, movies, and health facilities, gyms. It's unclear at this point how much teeth this mandate is going to have, at least the one when it comes to the private sector, because the mayor of New York City, Bill de Blasio, is going to be stepping out of office just 4 days before it comes into effect, and his replacement, Eric Adams, has not said whether or not he is going to implement it. It also is very likely to face legal challenges. A Staten Island-based lawyer has already said that he is going to file a class action lawsuit on behalf of unvaccinated city workers. So it's very likely that this mandate, along with all the other mandates that are out there floating around, is likely going to get tangled up in the legal system. Tony Waterman, CGTN, Austin, Texas.